Recently, I talked to a graphic designer who was actually making about $200,000 a year. And then he took some terrible advice from somebody who he paid a lot of money for that terrible advice. Dove Gordon here, the Alchemist Entrepreneur, and I want to make sure that you learn to listen to that little voice. Because we all have that little voice, and that little voice tells you things to do, tells you things not to do. When you listen, even if it's taking you in a direction that scares you, that makes you uncomfortable, you will be thrilled. When you ignore it, you will regret it. It is rather unusual for a graphic designer to be making $200,000 a year from graphic design in our day and age, especially because there's so much competition from all around the world. And this was a solo guy. It's rather amazing. He wanted more, and that makes sense. Everybody wants more. We're capable of more. Somebody said, hire me as your consultant. I'll help you get to $500,000. Paid the guy $40,000. And what was the first advice this $40,000 consultant gave him? Stop everything, because you now need to focus on this, higher level thing. Just tell all your clients you're not taking any more business. What terrible, terrible advice. And his business plummeted, and it took a while. Like, he still never got that new thing working. After 6 months, he needed income. He went back and he did what he used to do, and brought himself back up to 200,000, which is, again, remarkable. Talking to him, I asked him, I said, was there this little voice in the back of your head that made you wonder, should I be doing this? Does this make any sense? Was there such a voice? And he reflected, and then he realized, yeah, there was this little voice that I chose not to listen to. And I said, well, as painful as it is, realize that for $40,000, you learned the lesson, and now you know to listen to that little voice. And that's the lesson for you too. Listen to that little voice, whatever it says. Don't let that brain of yours rationalize why you shouldn't listen to the little voice. When a little voice says move, you move. When a little voice says don't, you stop. When we try to rationalize and convince ourselves of something else, that's when we get into trouble. Let that be a $40,000 lesson for you as well. And if there's any way that I might be able to help you, reach out.